Hey, it's Don the Auction Professor here. I had mentioned another haul that I had. This is what I got from a picker of mine. I've known the guy for a while. Very nice guy, very good. He's very fair with the prices. I just pay usually what he asks. Once in a while I'll ask for a little less, but depends on what it's worth and how good it is. I got just a hair over $100, just a couple dollars more than $100 for everything you see here. It may not look like a whole big lot. I'll get the big item out of the way. This was one of the items in there. I don't know actually where it's from, but it's actually really nice. Hand-done, embossed, tooled leather purse. It's actually pretty nice, actually. Nothing wrong. It looks like it's never been used. Very good condition. Don't see any makers yet. Doesn't look like it's used. There's still a little tag piece inside. I'll probably put like $57.50 on this. Again, I got just 106 is what I got in everything. Purse, not a bad deal. I'll get the records. I got these. I've had this particular one. I don't know how well you can see it. It's Hal Moore. This is actually a local artist. I run across these fairly often. Most people don't know much about them. Bossa Nova Twist. It's actually two of the same record. One is the promo and one is the actual store copy. I'll probably get 45 out of the pair. They're in real nice condition. VG plus or better. This promo, a little dusty, but it's probably NM minus, near mint minus. I might get 57 or so out of these. Dave Brubeck. Usually sold, like the 45s aren't worth much, but this is Balcony Rock. It's a little better copy. These are probably like 10 bucks a piece. I got two identical copies of the same one. These might go up on Discogs and sell really well and quick. I got a couple LPs, probably some of the best soul gospel I got. I have already, gotten this year, I should say. I already looked them up. They're not usually on eBay, and I wasn't sure on prices. I've had some by the Truthettes. They're from around the area here, from what I understand. This one here, it's a private press. It's on a name brand, Melico, but from what I understand, it's a private press, near mint condition. It's got the cover. I'm going to put $250 on this. Actually, I would not doubt if it sells for $175 pretty quick. It's a soul. It's private press, limited edition, not edition-wise, but they probably only pressed a couple hundred, maybe for a church group or something like that, maybe 1,000 or two, from what I can see. I've looked on the net, and I have a long file of names that I look for. This is one of them. I actually got two by the Truthettes. Again, $250 on this one. I got 106 in everything. Here's another private press. Anything memorial usually is a private, small, rinky-dink operation. Looked it up again. This one I should get 75 real quick on. Near mint condition. It's a good one. I haven't seen this one before either. Usually when it has the picture on it, they're worth more, from what I understand, but my personal experience. This is a pretty good one. It looks like it's, just literally pressed in some little small rinky-dink market. So it's a good one, and it will sell for 75. Now this one here is different. I've had this one before. I knew what it was instantly. There's no pictures on it. No idea what it is. Most people think it's just, modern pop gospel. This is actually soul gospel. It's a private. Date is 1961. It's an original. This is another $250 probably on this record here. You can look it up. Last copy in junk condition compared to this one. No cello wrap on it. About a VG in my book. It went for $168. So this one here, and there hasn't been one on the market in a long time. I don't know how many of these pressed, but these show up in this local area. It's from Tennessee is the name of is where the store who pressed this was. I don't really remember where they're from, but I see it around here a lot, so I would say it's probably local, Detroit area maybe. But $250 again there. Here is the other Truthettes. Now, they have a couple on this label. I've not had this one. I can't find a price and haven't seen it. I'm guessing in the $200, $250 range also. Again, that's just the same investment. I got 106 into all this. Magazines, I do a lot in magazines. I don't know if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons. Dragon magazine. This is from 1983. TSR. This one's not pricey. I got $1 in each magazine. I think there's like 40 or 50 here. It's issue 73, so it's an earlier one. Usually you can get $5 or $6. Some of them are worth a lot more, so I always take a chance at $1. I'm not going to lose. I'll get at least $5 or $6. It'll probably sell within the first 2 or 3 weeks. I usually sell these within 30 days. Almost every one of these I put up. TSR products are usually very good and sell quick. American Cinematographer. Now I buy these every time I see them for $1. You can always put them in a lot and say get, for 7 of them, get say $30 or so if they're not real good ones. But the space ones, sci-fi ones are really good. Jaws, I usually get about 60 for every one that has Jaws. I've gotten 100 for a couple of the Jaws ones too. This one I expect to get 10 or 15 bucks because it's dark crystal. They are remaking it from what I understand. Here's a 3D one. I always look to make sure it does have the glasses still. Again, these are $1 each. I got 106 into everything. I'm probably going to put like 45 on this one. I don't remember what it goes for off the top of my head, but I worked at Disney for a while. I got to play around on sets. When Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas came out, we got to mess around with stuff there. We were one of the few who worked in the studios at that time, and we actually got to touch the puppets and the whole works. We didn't get to meet him, but a lot of the people who worked on the sets and stuff were there. They had an opening ceremony for that, and they brought in the sets and all the little maquettes and everything, and it was a cool experience. I got pictures. We got a watch signed by the staff from the setting designers and stuff. I mean, we did stuff like that. We did the Madonna for Dick Tracy when it was there. We got to see Warren Beatty. Madonna didn't show up, but Earthquake's a good one. Again, $1 each. Earthquake, I expect to get 45 bucks or so for this one magazine. It's in good condition. No labels or stickers. The horror ones do well. Again, American Cinematographer. The Deep, I'll probably get, say, 35 to 45. Muppets, I would guess probably 5 or 10 bucks. Journey to the Outer Limits. I don't know if anybody remembers the 60s Outer Limits, but they made a movie of it. This is from, 70-something, like 74. I might get 10 or 15. Again, most of these are 5 or 10 at minimum. I love the old wedding issues from the modern screen, or pretty much any of the TV movies. Debbie Reynolds, it's a good issue. Probably get 5 or 10 bucks minimum. Here's a Marvel. It's got the label, but most of the time I can get these off without damaging them. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I do a lot of paper restoration here. I do a lot of fixing up and getting rid of labels and things. I've got secrets, not secrets per se, but my own little thing. But this is a pretty good one. I'll probably get 10 or 15. Super Bowl fans, here's Super Bowl preview from 1982. Super Bowl, I don't know what it's worth. I'll have to look it up. I have no idea on sports. I'm not a big sports buff. Local Racing Magazine, another 1976. This one might be worth 20 bucks. More American Cinematographer. This one's from a duplicate. Looks like it maybe was a library copy at some point. This one I might not get a ton of money for, but it might be a good issue. Who knows? The ones that aren't worth a lot of money, I can always shove into a lot. I'll get 3 or 4 bucks no matter what. You're getting them all at once, so if you're making a $3 profit on 7, you're getting 21 bucks minus fees. Again, I charge shipping for everything. Never been an issue. I've never had a complaint. I charge fair, honest shipping. I don't inflate anything. This one I couldn't find. I've never seen Lincoln. Sandberg's Lincoln. I bet you I'll probably get 20 bucks for that. Same with most of these. There's a couple $100 minimum here. Fantastic Films. This is the Alien release one. 1979. It's an original. I don't know. I haven't seen the Fantastic Films prices in a little while. They used to go for like 10 bucks a piece for some of the better ones. 20 or 30 for like one that might have had something. In fact, I'll show you one here. Here's a good example. For those of you who don't know, Revenge of the Jedi was the original title of Return of the Jedi. I actually have a movie poster for Revenge of the Jedi. I was a huge sci-fi buff, always have been. We dress up as Star Wars characters. In fact, I might pop you a photo down here of my family. We did Tusken Raiders one year. A friend that we worked with at Disney actually makes actual movies and stuff. He did a thing called Trooper Clerks. It's a fan film, but anyway, this one actually has a real nice Blade Runner in the back. I'll probably put 15 or so on this one just because of the Revenge of the Jedi. Lord of the Rings. This one might be a good one too. Here's one that most people get mixed up a little bit. It's Cine Magic. There's 2 kinds of Cine Magic. There's the national produced one by, I believe it's by Starlog. This one's actually Ben Burt. Now Ben Burt was a smaller person. He did a lot, or a small-time printer. He did, I think, the effects for Star Wars, if I remember right. does have a Star Wars in the back. I'll probably put 15 or 20 on this one as well. These here, I've had one or two of these before. There's actually a free photo inside that was a giveaway in it. I can't open it. It's been sealed. I got 40 for the open version. I'm expecting maybe 60 bucks for these closed editions. Never been opened. This was in there. I have no idea on the Michael Jackson. I'll have to look that up. Here's a Penthouse. I do some adult material, but obviously I list in sections so kids can't get it. It's a first edition. It's actually comics, so that'll go up too. I have no idea what that one's worth. And then I got some small items here too. This is probably Victorian era, 1890s, 1910. I sell stove items all the time. The trade cards from the Victorian 1870s go very well. I'm probably going to put like $27.50 on this. Again, all this came together, 106. World War II, probably like a $12 item. Timetables from here in Ohio, 1945. I'll probably put 15. Here's the Andrew Soap Company toilet soaps. It's like a little book on, I guess, household secrets and etiquette. In fact, there's a dried flower in it. I'll probably put $27.50 on it. This was neat. I usually look at the covers that look like this. Usually they're like handmade or stuck together really cheaply. This is actually an 1852 book, Happy Change, I believe. I'll probably put 30 or 40 bucks on this one. It's a complete American Sunday School Union. That's usually what I see. It's clearly dated on the inside. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but 1852 original. Again, you know, maybe up to 45. This is a good one. I usually sell anything that says Ford V8 on it, especially if it has this logo, pins, buttons, anything. This is actually came with your car in 1936. I'll probably put $57.50 and take whatever I get for it. Dear Mr. Veteran, here's something, 1945. I would imagine it was given out when they were being discharged from World War II, probably a $12 item. Transformers buckle. This one's 2010 Hasbro, not super old, but I'll probably put 20 bucks on it. Local country club golf tournament from 1959. Probably, I don't know, I'll put $27.50, see what happens. Probably sell for 10 or 15. Scotty dogs always sell. I always buy the little tie clips, men's tie clips. I'll probably put like $24.50. Sell it for maybe half that or higher. Hockey puck. It's an Anson, so this will probably sell as well too. I'll probably put 15 bucks on it, be $9.99 out the door. Here's an interesting piece, 1940s, Goodyear 40th anniversary homecoming. I have no idea what this is actually from. I can pretty much tell you it's probably a factory piece though, because it does say factory clerks. Maybe it's a specific factory. I'm probably going to put $57.50 on it. It's Goodyear, it's 40s, maybe even 30s, maybe even earlier than that. I'm not sure. Odd kind of back. It was made for probably an office worker, somebody a little higher up in there. So this is on there so it doesn't mess up their shirts, would be my guess. Looks like it's never been issued. It's got a maker's name on the side, so it does look authentic. I've had other pieces like this or similar. I usually get, you know, 20, 30 bucks. I'm a big 50s sci-fi buff, so this one, even if it's not worth anything, I'm almost positive that the Dig Allen Space Adventures, I got like 9 bucks for the last ones. Some of them are better, the first issues. It's a 50s, I believe. Whitman, yeah, it's Whitman. But these usually go for like 10 bucks. If not, I'll keep it. I love the artwork. I paint stuff similar to this all the time. I like pens too. This one is a Grove Dairy Company, local, printed on the pen. This I'll probably get 20 or 30 bucks for. Actually, it's a pencil. Yeah, it's a pencil. I'll probably clean it up. I do art, so I've got tons of these. I don't mind taking these apart either and cleaning them up. You can polish a lot of that off. It'll shine. It'll probably still work. Probably no lead in it. Yeah, it'll still work. Like 30 bucks. There's another one. It's another advertising. It's a small town, Ohio, Paulding, Ohio. I'll probably put $27.50 on it too. Again, you can see there's a lot of value in here. Just one of those records alone is worth well over what I paid for it, at least twice. So there's a lot of money in here. 106. You get to know people. Be friendly. Take their prices. You know, don't complain. Don't argue. And a lot of people give you some better prices and some better deals. So this is what I got real early yesterday morning. 7 in the morning. It was a good score for me, and I'm pretty happy about it. So you can see there's a lot here. Buying in bulk and this amount, throw it all together and get a good lump sum price is the best way to do it. So thanks for watching my video. Have a good evening, and hope you watch, enjoy, and comment and like. Thank you.